Welcome back to the Hawkeye Garage. I am Joe. The GX is in the garage this week, but we're actually going to be working on the 3rd gen. It's parked outside. We're going to be doing another cheap and easy interior mod, so stay tuned. We're going to be reupholstering the center console lid with this nice stitched vinyl piece that I picked up off eBay. I'll link that down below. Mine is just the plain old like plasticky rubber one, and it has definitely seen better days. So let's hop in the car, rip the old one out, and start putting the new one on. Alright, I got a little pair of needle nose pliers here. We're just going to kind of squeeze these tabs together the best we can on the arms. And try to pop those through. Just gonna take your time. You don't want to break them. They're just plastic, but they should go through eventually. It's not helping that I'm doing this when it's really hot in this car. There's that. And then we have some bigger Phillips head screws down here on the bottom. And then we can take it inside and finish removing all of the little screws from the top. You probably could just remove it via the little screws in the car without doing these 2 bottom ones, but there's quite a few more little ones, and it will just be easier to deal with on the bench, and especially putting it back together. Alright, pulled the last screw out of there, pretty easy, and then this kind of just peels out. A lot of times the factory cover will be stapled or glued. If you have a staple gun that takes like 1/8 inch staples, it's a really good way to adhere these in there. Except for on this one, it seems like, because there's not a whole lot of factory padding really, if any, so there's not going to be a place for those staples to go. So I think what we're going to do is use some 3M spray adhesive. Another good thing about doing this is we can add a little extra foam. This is just some like 3mm high density like polyurethane foam from the craft store. It's like 99 cents for a 12-inch by 12-inch piece of it. We can kind of cut that to fit. You'd be surprised how much comfort that really adds. I've done this on other vehicles several times actually, and a lot of times with a bigger armrest, you can just buy a sheet of vinyl, especially if you can staple it, and you can just on a nice hot day start stretching it over the armrest and start stapling it into place, and you don't have to buy an actual pre-made one. But the angles on this one on the corners are going to be pretty tight, and you know, the stitching looks pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and start gluing it all together, and then we will wrap these corners and maybe use some really thin double-sided tape. We'll see how that goes, and then we'll sandwich it all back together with the cap, and we'll be good to go. Alright, there we go. It's back on. I tried to get the stitching lines as straight as I could, and in all honesty, they're probably going to kind of flex and kind of go around a little bit as it heats up and cools down, and heats up and cools down, and as I, you know, smush it around with my arm being on it. But it looks way better than it did before. I got the cap back on the inside. There are some spots where there's like, I don't know, they're like almost alignment tabs, I guess, kind of to align this centerpiece. Make sure you have a nice sharp razor blade on hand, so you can make those kind of slits so they go around there, and you know, work the corners in best you can. A little heat from a heat gun can help. Don't melt it, and you know, don't be afraid to give little slices in the corners to kind of help you fold pleats in it or whatever, but don't go too far that you were gonna, you know, get up into the actual cover itself. And then, you know, like I said, after it's sat in the sun for a couple days, a couple weeks, you know, it's not gonna be that hard. If I need to take it back apart, kind of pull it back down, cinch it up, and kind of reposition it. But oh man, it looks and feels so much better. All right, there is the finished product. No, it's not a perfect color match. I mean, that's brand new, and this is a 20-year-old vehicle. But once the seat gets back in there, it will look much better. Yes, I said once the seat gets back in there, because yeah, I'm working on next week's cheap and easy DIY upgrade video. But I can't wait to get back in there, especially with the the new seat mod, and this thing ought to feel a whole lot. All right, well that wraps that up. Hope you guys like that. Hope it helps you out. 15 bucks for that cover and 99 cents for some foam, some spray adhesive. Let's face it, if you're a car guy, a car person, most likely you're gonna have some spray adhesive laying around the house anyway. So I will drop that link down below for that cover. I will also drop links down below to my Instagram and my Facebook. If you're new here, you wanna head over there and follow me. I post all of this stuff and all my day-to-day life stuff as well. So, and if you are new, please subscribe, hit that like button, and turn those notifications on. We post a video pretty much every Sunday. And like I said, I've already got next week's 4Runner video started, so you guys can look forward to that. And until that video drops, thanks for watching, take care, goodbye.